On the record in cause number 324170, the state of Texas versus Keyshawn Dwayne Elam. We have present Mr. Elam. Mr. Elam, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Elam, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elam, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Elam?
All right, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Elam, the information alleges that on or about July 17 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of failure to identify fugitive from justice. Mr. Elam, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Elam, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
Guilty.
Now, you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Elam, I have before me what is marked as State's Exhibit number 1. State's Exhibit number 1 is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. It had, under the punishment range, it has one box that's checked, and that states that this is a Class A misdemeanor, and the range of punishment is confinement in jail for a term not to exceed 1 year, a fine not to exceed $4,000, or both such confinement and fine. Do you understand your range of punishment?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, Mr. Elam, there are a set of initials. First set of initials on a line where the box is checked, guilty. The initials are KE. Did you initial this line?
Yes, sir.
And on the next paragraph, which is titled Discovery Admonishment, there are a set of initials on a line that reads, I do not request discovery of the evidence. I waive my right to request discovery in this case and choose to enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Did you initial this line?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, above the line that says defendant, there's a signature that purports to be your signature. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you're waiving, which means you're giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing an initial in these documents, the court read you what is called the judge's explanation of rights to defendants without an attorney. You were informed that you had 3 options. Number 1, that you may hire an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, it says that if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney to be appointed to represent you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You also was informed that you may represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, after the court finished fully explaining to you the judge's explanation of rights to defense without an attorney, you informed the court that you wanted to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, also in State's Exhibit number 1, on page 2, under the paragraph titled Waivers, the court read to you the waiver that is included in that paragraph, the waiver of counsel that is included in that paragraph. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing initially these documents, did you have an opportunity to read the document?
Yes, sir.
Did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer state one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Elam, the state is offering state's exhibit number 1. State's exhibit number 1 is a document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. The state is offering these documents to be used as evidence against you in your case. Is it all right for the state to use these documents as evidence against you in your case?
Yes, sir.
No objection. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Elam, is there any evidence that you're currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elam, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers are freely and voluntarily. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 20 days credit for time served, tax and retire of the court cost.
The state is offering that you serve 20 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you would not have to serve any more time in jail on this case because you've already served 20 days in jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. If you owe court costs, the court cost is $387. You will not have to pay that either because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court cost will be taxed and retired. Mr. Elam, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Elam, please follow the bailiff and have